2026년 4월 15일 수요일 오전 8시 1분입니다. 강연 TV를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약성경 역대상 25장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. Moreover, David and kept attention about the host separated to the service of the sons of Asaph and of Heman and of Yebudan, who should prophesy with harps, with psalteries, and with cymbals, and the numbers of the workmen according to their service was. Of the sons of Asaph, Sakul and Joseph and Natanya and Asarel, the sons of Asaph under the hands of Asaph, which prophesied according to the order of the king. Of Yedutun, the sons of Yedutun, Gedalia and Suri and Josiah, Hasabia, and Mattia, 6 under the hands of their father Yedutun, who prophesied with harp to give thanks and to praise the Lord. Heman, the sons of Heman, Bukiya, Matanya, Uziel, Suboel, and Yerimot, Hananya, Hanani, Eliada, Giddardi, and Roman Diesel, Yusufgasa, Malodi, Hodil, and Mahasiot. All these were the sons of Heman, the king's son, seer in the waters of God to lift off the horn, and God gave to Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these we are under the hands of their father for song in the house of the Lord, with cymbals, psalteries, and harps for the service of the house of God, according to the king's order to Asaph, Yedutun, and Heman. So the number of them with their restaurant that we are instructed in the songs of the Lord, even all that we are counting was 248, and they cast lots word against the word, as well the small as the greater, the teacher as the scholar. Now the first Lord came first for Asaph to Joseph, the second to Gedalia, who with his brethren and sons were 12, thus to Sakul, his sons and his brethren were 12. The first to Isri, his sons and his brethren were 12. The peoples to Natanya, his sons and his brethren were 12. The successor to Bukiah, his sons and his brethren were 12. The seventh son to Yasarela, his sons and his brethren were 12. The eighth to Yesaiah, his sons and his brethren were 12. The ninth son to Mattaniah, his sons and his brethren were 12. Against to Shimei, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 11th to Sarel, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 12th son to Hasabia, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 13th son to Subael, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 14th son to Mattidiah, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 15th son to Yeremot, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 16th son to Hananiah, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 17th son to Yosebukasa, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 18th to Hanani, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 19th to Malodi, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 20th to Eliada, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 120th to Hodil, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 220th to Gittardi, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 320th to Mahaseot, his sons and his brethren were 12. The 420th to Lomam Diesel, his sons and his brethren were 12. Concerning the divisions of the porters of the Kohathite, was Mesheremiah, the son of Kore, of the sons of Asam, and the sons of Musilema were Zechariah, the firstborn, Yodiael, the second, Sebadiah, the third, Yadniel, the fourth, Elam, the people's son, Yehohanan, the successor, Yehoene, the seventh son. Moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom were Samaiah, the firstborn, Yosabad, the second, Yoah, the third, and Sagar, the fourth, and the Daniel, the fifth, Amiel, the sixth, Issachar, the seventh, Borle, the eighth, for God blessed him, and also unto Samaiah, his son, were sons born that ruled throughout the household of their father, for they were mighty men of Beer. The sons of Samaiah, Odni, and Lobael, and Obed, Sabat, whose brethren were strong men, Elihu and Samaiah. All these are the sons of Obed-Edom, the Endor, their sons and their son Abraham, for strength for the service we are 3 score and 2 of Obed-Edom. And Selema had sons and brothers, strong men 18. Also, Hosa of the children of Morari had sons, Shimuri, the chief, for though he was not the firstborn, yet his father made him the chief. Hilkiah the second, the Baliah the third, Zechariah the fourth, all the sons and brethren of say we are 13. Among these we are the divisions of the poor trust, even among the chief men having one against another to minister in the house of the Lord, and they cast lots as where the small as the greater, according to the house of their fathers for every gate. And the Lord eastward fair to Selema, then for Zechariah, his son, wise counselor, they cast lots, and his Lord came out northward to Obed southward, and to his sons the house of Asubim, to Subim and Hosa, the Lord came forth westward with the gate, Salegate, by the course way of the going upward against water. Eastward we are 6 rabbi each, and also for the day, southward for a day, and toward Asubim 2 and 2. At Pabar, westward for at Causeway, and 2 at Pabar. These are the divisions of the porters among the sons of Korah, and among the sons of Merari, and of the Rabbi each. He was over the treasures of the house of God, and over the treasures of the dedicated things. As concerning the sons of Ladan, the sons of the Gerasonite, Ladan, chief fathers, even of Ladan, the Gerasonite, were Yehieli. The sons of Yehieli, Saddam, and Yoel, his brother, which were over the treasures of the house of the Lord, of the Amoraites, and the Israelites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites, and Puel, the son of Gerashom, the son of Moses, was a ruler of the treasures. And his brother Abai, Eliezer, Lohabia, his son, and Josiah, his son, and Joram, his son, and Shigri, his son, and Selomot, his son, which Selomot and his brother, we are overall the treasures of the dedicated things which David the king and the chief fathers, the captains over 1,700 and the captains of the host had dedicated out of the spoils one in battles did they dedicate to maintain the house of the Lord. And all that Samuel, the seer, and Saul, the son of Gisa, and Amner, the son of Ner, and Joab, the son of Suriah, had dedicated, and whosoever had dedicated anything, it was under the hand of Shelomit and of his brethren of the Israelites. Nya and his sons fear for the outward business of Israel, for officials and Judges, and of the Hebronites, Hasabia, and his brethren, a man of Baylor, 1,700 were officers among them of Israel on this side Jordan westward in all the business of the road and in the spice of the king. Among the Hebronites was Uriah the shepherd, even among the Hebronites, according to the generations of his fathers, in the 40th year of the reign of David, they were sought for, and there were found among the mighty men of Baylor Yasser of Gilead, and his brethren, men of Baylor, were 2,700 chief fathers, whom King David made rulers over the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half tribe of Manasseh, for every matter pertaining to God, and appeared of the king. Now the children of Israel, after their number, to wit, the chief fathers and the captains of 1,700, and their officers that served the king in any matter of the course which came in and went out months by months throughout all the months of the year. Of every course we are 20 and 4,000. Over the first course for the first month was Yasoboam, the son of Sabdiel, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. Of the children of Perez was the chief of all the captains of the host of the first month. And over the course of the second month was the Ahorhite, and of his course was Milot. Also the ruler in his course likewise were 24,000. So the captain of the host for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, or chief priest, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. This is that Benaiah, who was mighty among the 30, and above the 30, and in his course was Ammi-Sabat, his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel, the brother of Joab, and Sabadia, his son after him, and in his course were 20 and 4,000. The people's captain for the people's month was some who is Ora and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The ship's captain for the 6 months was Ira, the son of Ikesa, the go Aita. And in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Hereson, the Peronite of the children of Ephraim, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Shipbu who Shah Saito about the Sarah Haito. And in his course we are 20 and 4,000. In some captain for the ninth month was B. To another Saito of the Benyamaicho, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Mahare, the parasite of the Sarah Haicho, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Bira Ponaya, the Bira so night of the children of Ephraim, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was here there to no to pass it about only, and in his course we are 20 and 4,000. Furthermore, over the tribe song of Israel, the ruler of the Reuben was Eliezer, the son of Shiguri, of the Shimeon night. Sbadia, the son of Maaga, of the Rabbish, Hasabiah, the son of Gomuel, of the Aaron Icho, Sadok. The David of Issachar or Mori, the son of Mikael, of Zabulon, is Maya, the son of Obadiah, of Naphtali, Irimot, the son of Asriel, of the children of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Shia, of the half tribe of Menashe, Yoel, the son of Podiah, of the half tribe of Menashe in Gilead, Iddo, the son of Segariah, of Benjamin, Yaashir, the son of Amner, Abadan Asaril, the son of Yeroham, these are the princes of the tribe of Israel. But David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would increase Israel like to the stars of the heavens. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began to number, but he finished not, because they all fell less for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the chronicles of King David. And over the king's treasures was Asmaveth, the son of Adiel, and over the storehouses in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and in the castles was Jonathan, the son of Uzziah, and over them that did the work of the field for till releasing over the ground was Suri, the son of Golub. And over the vine Yadaz was Shimoi, the Ma Saita, over the increase of the vine Yadaz for the wine sellers was Sabdi, the sheep Iton, and over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lower plains was Baal Hanan, the Gederite, and over the sellers of oil was Joasa. And over the herders that fed in Saron was Shidra, the Sharonite, and over the herders that we are in the bellies was Sabbath, the son of Zilla. Over the Carmels also was Obil, the Ismaelite, and over the SS was the Mero no Saiton. And over the blocks was Shison, the Hagerator, or these were the rulers of the substance, which was King David's son. Also, Nathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man, and a scribe, and he and he the son of Hakmoni was with the king's sons. And he to bear was the king's counselor, and who said Arkaito was the king's companion. And after he to bear was Yehoiada, the son of Bonaiah, and Abi Adar, and the general of the king's army was Joab, and David assembled all the princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, and the captains of the companies that ministered to the king by course, and the captains over the thousands, and the captains over the hundreds, and the stewards over all the substance and the possession of the king and of his sons, with the officials, and with the mighty men, and with all the valiant men unto Jerusalem. Then David the king stood up upon his feet, Peter, and said, Hear me, my brother, and my people. As for me, I had in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and for the footstool of our God, and had made ready for the building. But God said unto me, Thou shalt not build an house for my name, because thou hast been a man of war, and hast shed blood. Hoping that the Lord God of Israel chose me before the house of my father to be king of Israel forever, for he has chosen Judah to be the ruler, and of the house of Judah, the house of my father, and among the sons of my father he liked me to make me king of all Israel, and of all my sons, for the Lord has given me many sons. He has chosen Solomon my son to sit upon the throne of the kingdom of the Lord over Israel. And he said unto me, Solomon thy son, he shall build my house and my court, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever, if he be constant to do my commandments and my judgments as at this day. Now therefore, in the sight of all Israel, the congregation of the Lord, and in the audience of our God, keep and seek for all the commandments of the Lord your God, that ye may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance for your children after you forever. And thou, Solomon, my son, know the God of thy father, and serve him with a perfect heart, and with a willing mind, for those so song or heart, and understand the song or the imaginations of the thoughts. If thou seek him, he will be found of thee, but thou forsake him, he will cast thee off forever. Take heed now, for the Lord has chosen thee to build an house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it. Then David gave to Solomon his son the pattern of the porch, and of the houses thereof, and of the trees thereof, and of the upper chambers thereof, and of the inner parlors thereof, and of the place of the mercy seat. And the pattern of all that he had by the spirit of the courts of the house of the Lord, and of all the chambers round about, of the trees of the house of God, and of the trees of the dedicated things, and also for the courses of the priests, and the Levites, and for for all the worker of the service of the house of the Lord, and for all the vessels of service in the house of the Lord. He gave gold by weight for things of gold for all instruments of all manner of silver also for all instruments of silver by weight for all instruments of every kind of service. Even the weight for the candle sticks of gold and for the lamps of gold by weight for ever candlestick and for the lamps thereof and for the candlesticks of silver by weight, both for the candlestick and also for the lamps thereof, according to the use of every candlestick. And by weight he gave gold for the tables of shewbread for every table, and likewise silver for the tables of silver. Also for gold for the fresh hooks and the bowls and the cups, and for the golden basins he gave gold by weight for every basin, and likewise silver by weight for every basin of silver. And for the altar of incense, only find gold by weight, and gold for the pattern of the chariot of the cherubims, then spread out their wings and covered the ark of the covenant of the Lord. All this said David, the Lord made me understand in writing by his hand upon me, even all the workers of this pattern. And David said to Solomon his son, be strong and of good courage, and do it, and fear not, nor be dismayed, for the Lord God, even while God will be with thee, he will not fail thee, nor forsake thee, until thou hast finished all the work for the service of the house of the Lord. And behold, the courses of the priests and the Levites, even they shall be with thee for all the service of the house of God, and they shall be with thee for all manner of workmanship, every willing, skillful man for any manner of service. Also the princes and all the people will be holy holy at thy commandment. 역대상 28장 21절까지 읽어보았습니다. 다음 29장부터는 저녁에 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.